Welcome to Spaztic Gaming. I'm Water Elemental 33.
And this is Axis, and we're here to talk about...
Why are you looking at me?
Say it.
The League of Legends.
Okay. There we go.
No hive mind.
Yeah, that's stellar. The first thing we're going to talk about is the new champion today.
Miss Fortune.
Yes, Miss Fortune. And we're going to go on to the champion rotations and then go over some of the news briefly. So let's jump right into it. Miss Fortune, she certainly has a nice set of blunderby. Blunderbusses. Blunderby would be cool because I could say she's blunderby curious.
Well, what do you think about her?
Well, she certainly puts an X on my map.
I want some of that booty.
You would. That's going too far.
Enough about our pirate puns.
Okay, yeah. The first thing that I really kind of noticed is some of her abilities reminded me of the rifleman, the sniper, the dwarvish sniper from Dota. But, I mean, not really. It's only one or two. She seems like a heavy gank hero with some good range, some good AoE. She moves very, very quickly with her passive, and she's able to put out a lot of damage to a single or two targets. She can do more than multiple, but it's against two targets that she excels, and just punching through creep waves, I imagine.
Definitely. She is looking like a gank hero from the way it looks, so keep your backs ready for some hot chick coming out from behind.
Yes, wards! Wards are going to be very popular.
Ooh, yeah. First week. Well, leave us a comment, see what you guys think, or if you're excited, if you're like, oh god, a pirate hero, pirates versus ninjas, all that stuff.
Or if you want to say stuff like, hey, she can put her cutlasses all over my
blunderbuss,
vengeful science.
You need to stop trying. You need to stop trying.
I will murder your family. Okay. Champion rotation. Who do we have this week? Malphite, Malzar, Master Yi, Morgana, Rise, Singed, Sivir, Tarek, Teemo, and Shen. Starting up first is Malphite. It's a tanky DPS until the recent patch. He got a little bit of buff, some to his tanky side. Not as much to his DPS side, which I know some people are upset about. They like playing him as a DPS caster. That said, Malphite is still a very solid choice. Good tanky ability. He is kind of squishy at lower levels, but he has a lot of DPS output, and he has a really, really good initiator ability.
Definitely. Malzar, caster DPS. He has his pet every 4 casts, which is his main, passive. Has his AoE, and he's mainly there for support. His ultimate's really good. One thing though is if you're playing against him, you really want to stun it. But other than that, he's a really solid hero.
Yeah, Malzar lacks an escape method, and his creep AI for his summon pet is crap. But in the next patch, he's getting some buffs. Not necessarily all the buffs he needs, but he's definitely going to get a big old buff. So it's going to be a lot more fun to play.
Definitely. Master Yi.
Oh, Master Yi. Master right click. Master Yi is a good choice if you're starting off in the melee character area. Master Yi is a good hero to start with. He's got a lot of utility. He can heal. He can increase attack speed. He can blink around with Alpha Strike. Thing to note, he is very vulnerable to hard CCs. Snares, stuns, and blinds will eat him alive. So if you're playing Master Yi, be very careful. Get Mercury Treads. Whatever you need to do, just be careful.
And to note for some of the newer players, just because it says he wants attack speed doesn't mean you need to stack a lot of attack speed. Hitting faster doesn't mean you're hitting harder.
Well,
so keep that in mind.
Wuju styles kind of helps with that. But
Morgana.
Morgana is a very, very good hero. She's got the support in her black shield. She's got a snare. She's got a very solid ult. She's got very high AP ratios.
Not to mention her health regen.
Yeah, Spell Vampirism in her passive gives her a lot of staying power in the lane. You can kind of compare to Malzar. He gets the MP back from his dot, where she gets the health back from her spells.
Definitely the best caster this week.
Definitely the best caster this week.
And a cooking skin.
Oh yes, cooking skin for the Delicacies Demacians.
We'll talk about later.
Demacian? I'm not even saying that right. Delicacies, though. I got that part right. But yes, one thing about Morgana, her ultimate, it's a duration thing, but it will work if you're killed. If you have Guardian Angel or Zillion's ult on you, and it'll also work through Zanya's rings. That's the thing to note about her.
Yep. All right, Rise. He is a solid champion to a point. He doesn't have as much range as most.
Yes,
casters.
he's essentially a melee caster, which is very dangerous, but can be very rewarding. His damage output is very high. He's got a lot of burst,
as well as a snare.
But it's very, very high risk.
Yeah, he's just a. If you want to try Rise, go ahead. He's a fun character to play.
Yes, he can burn health like nobody's business.
Yep, definitely.
Singed! Singed is a very cool hero. He's got a very unique playstyle from any other hero out there right now. He's a tank. He's a tanking kiter. He kites people around, deals heavy damage to them, and he can really mess around with team fights, kind of like Blitzcrank and Urgot with his over-the-shoulder throw. He has a lot of damage, and he can double dip with his passive, which I think is really neat. He can get the mana he needs, he can get the HP he needs.
Very good.
Sivir! Sivir, with the recent Heimerdinger nerf, I would argue is the best pusher. She's not a fantastic hero, but she is very good at what she does. She can burn through creep waves like nobody's business. She can harass very well on lanes, and her boomerang blade puts out a lot of damage. She also has that spell shield, and her ultimate really, really helps in team fights, especially if there's a big objective you need to get to.
Definitely, and every second that you are standing on her boomerang, it will hurt you, so that's also good for people that are just standing at a tower. Taric! Taric is a healer tank. He mainly can be built in two ways, either healer or deep or tanking spec with stacking aura items. He has a great stun, has a great AoE, one of the better healers out there. So if you want to try something new, play him as a healer.
Teemo fills the role of an anti-carry at the moment. He's got his damage over time. You can play AP or AD, which a lot of people like. He's got the blind. He's got great scouting potential. He's got a immobile stealth and a movement speed buff. The reason a lot of people are drawn to Teemo is that he has that blind and he has that scouting potential. He can really give you a jump on a lot of different heroes, and he can shut down a lot of carries like Master Yi this week. So if you're on low elo and you're getting really mad at all those right-clicking Master Yis, Teemo is a great counter for him.
Definitely. Shen,
one of the better tanks out there. I think we talked about him briefly a couple of videos back, but he's very good. He's got a taunt. He's got an ability that really changes the face of the battlefield. 1 versus 2 can quickly turn to a 2v2 or even a 3v2 with Shen's help. He's very, very hard to kill, though I will say he does have some energy problems in longer battles, but as long as you stick to short skirmishes, Shen is a very solid hero, and he can change the face of a team fight and ganks.
Definitely. So that's all the champions this week. If there's anybody we've made mad with Malphite's change or...
Oh yeah, guys, let us know what you think about heroes. If you think that Rise is the best around, nothing's ever gonna keep me down, then tell me, oh hey, Axis, you're
dumb.
Not very good at making puns about pirates. And I will be sad, but I will respect that opinion. Anyway, news this week. What do we got?
Well, we have like we mentioned earlier, the cake contest.
Yes, the Demacian Delicacies. I thought it was very, very cool. I can't cook at all. If anything, I would have made like some Play-Doh figure and been like, oh no, it's edible, it's fine. But a lot of them were very cool. If you're looking for something to check out, they're very neat, so take a look at them if you'd like. I thought the Momo one was very neat, though, but that's just because I love Momo.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorites too. I don't know, that and the Nexus, that one looked really good.
Yeah.
Too bad they had to be eaten. Next up is the 50% off the Galactic Gnosis and Warrior Princess Sivir.
Random selection of skins. Gnosis is a fun hero to play. Sivir, like we said, is a very good pusher, especially in the light of the Heimerdinger nerf. So if you play those heroes, it's a good deal for you. Oh, and don't forget Dried Soroka. Though Soroka gets banned so much, I don't even know if that's worth it.
Just normal games, guys. Ha ha ha. What's next? They're coming out with a few more skins for Pirate Week.
Yeah,
Or talk about
Catriona, and of course the
Blitzcrank.
Blitzcrank.
Definitely.
Catriona skin looks good as usual. Catriona skins always look good. Really helps bring out her
Booty.
features. And of course, the Blitzcrank skin looks just fantastic. So
He
if you
finally
play
gets a respectable.
oh
skin.
yeah, I love that skin. If I played a lot more Blitzcrank, I'd probably think about picking it up. But if you play those guys, it's a very cool looking skin. Intimidating too.
Definitely. And one last thing we want to talk about. Everybody's
Lidgewater Gallery. Oh, that
uh,
looks neat. I like to draw, so I think that's something I'm going to be checking out if you guys are artists at all. I mean, heck, you could draw Poppy with an eye patch and stuff, and that'd be so sweet. So yeah, guys, even if you don't think they're great of an artist, but you have a cool idea, submit it. Hey, you might get something out of it, because they love to do contests like this.
definitely. And if anything, you get to see your work on display on Riot's website. There's no bad press.
There you go.
And last but not least, we have the server stability. We'll just talk about it.
Oh yes, this is kind of older news, but I thought this was really neat that they would come down and talk to the player base. Because a lot of times, I'm sure we've all noticed, the servers go down a lot. It hasn't been as bad lately, but it still happens sometimes frequently. And it's kind of frustrating, but I thought it was really neat that they came down and said, oh, hey, when we're messing with servers, this is what we do, this is how things work, and we just want to let you guys know. I thought that was very neat. That was something they didn't have to do, and they just did it out of respect for the player base.
Definitely. So that's about it for this week.
Yep, I think that's all we got, guys. If we missed something, if you think we should add a new segment, if you think I should throw controllers at local wildlife, maybe step on pop cans, but I should wear,
High heels.
high heel. No, I don't even own high heels.
I do.
That's your brother Thomas and his stupid rat face. But yes, we're always interested in hearing feedback, so either drop us a comment or send a comment to our email, which is
SpazticGaming@gmail.com. We'll leave a link below.
yes.
And that's about it. I'm Water Elemental 33.
And this is Axis telling you to
Stay classy.
drink soda.